went along there. He had some lovely one-liners. The point I'm trying to get to, if you'll get out of my way with your litany of people that have been up on the moon, is that Kravitz's dreadlocks could be used to nourish astronauts. All right,
whip a large stallion.
That's two things they could do. All right, another thing, perhaps a draft excluder for a mouse's door. All right, that could be. Finally, let Lenny Kravitz rest in peace. Must we rake over that man's grave? This is from Molly Harris. Hello, can I have your skull dreadlock, please? I'd look after it. I'd treasure it forever. I'd probably make a shrine to it or attach it to my own hair or something. I really want it. Lots of love, Molly. Molly, you cannot, because this is the BBC and competitions are banned until people grow up. Our contest.
Apparently, fun is banned as well.
Fun? There will be no fun
if
here.
we see skipping, we're going to shut the place down.
Do not skip! Wogan! Have a bit less charisma! If I see Wogan, I'm going to sit on his charisma till he bloody well bleeds. I really will.
Been flying around on these bulks of charisma all night.
Bulks of charisma! I've seen him, like, around like Donkey Kong! This is another letter that's been written electrically down someone's computer. Russell, send me your sexy, salubrious, luscious dreadlock. I've had a tough life so far. I'm not great looking. My arms are a bit too long and I have few friends. Possession of your dreadlock could be my saviour. Please consider me, says Kitty Thompson. No, Kitty, because competitions have been... She's got too long arms.
Oh, don't give it to anyone with long arms.
Why? Because I think they could maybe use it to skip with. They could use their great big long arms, they could get it under their little legs. It's going to be nice. I think
it could be good.
Kitty, the minute that competitions are reinstated in November,
you can have it.
No, stand it, there is.
And a six-pack of astronaut food.
You're going to get a nice bit of Kravitz-based nosh right out of his hair. Now, Mr. G, Poet Laureate of the show, would you like to come here? Because I will be doing what I can only describe as Mr.
Item.
G. It's an item. Oh, remember, I've got an item. Gay. That will be coming up later. My item, gay. Stay tuned for that. Gay, where I help people with gay issues. Do you reckon you'd be any good at helping people with gay issues? No?
Yeah, definitely.
Go on, just do a bit of advice, top of your head.
If you're gay, then always wear red.
Lovely bit of advice! You can. We'll do this item together. Gee, he's wearing red.
Everyone in here is wearing red.
Gee, you lovely gay lad. Back time too.
Me and Russell are wearing black, no surprise there.
Russell's got a red microphone.
Yeah, baby, because I like to feel that red phallus close to my lips. Now, we'll be doing my item gay any minute now, but first Mr. G will introduce his item, which is called Hatred Against Grey Squirrels. Let's hear it.
Okay, this is an article that me and Russell read out in Tuscany about...
I was writing my autobiography, my book.
In Tuscany, yeah.
We were clowning in hammocks, and Russell, we had a small boy turning the pages.
That boy was like a son to me. He was my son.
He was a grasshopper.
Now that makes it sound like we've been... Now, come on. Gee.
And a red one.
We walk a tightrope.
What was it? Some sort of bumming holiday?
If there had been bumming on my holiday, good. But there actually was very, very little bumming.
Very little bumming.
Very little bumming.
Very little in the way of bumming going on in Tuscany.
Some days I wake up, I go, where's the bumming? There's been no bumming all morning. Then I bum someone, I think that's a bit more like it, but it still weren't enough on the bumming front. Now, G's trying to do an item about the plight of grey squirrels. You're bringing it round to
Dream
bumming.
items and grasshopper items and red items. This is about the plight of the red squirrel, and we have got a defender of its cause whose name is...
His name's Robin Page, right? And what's amazing about that is I'm reading
red squirrel must be gay.
Of course he's gay. Of course he's gay, man.
He only likes gay squirrels. We've got to the bottom of it.
Already, we know that Robin Page, whose name is written down on a page, that is the sound of the page, yeah?
Oh, Robin.
Robin, you lovable rogue. You scallywag, you tinker.
Robin.
Robin Page thinks that the grey squirrel should be driven from these shores, because, to tell you the absolute truth, they're not even meant to be here, the grey squirrels.
No.
They was brought over here, I
They
believe,
haven't got anything in the way of passports.
Nothing.
They've got no visas.
I've checked their admin, Noel. Some of them ignored me. Honestly, it was absolutely the most disgusting sight.
And they are working. I've seen the Harvest Crunch advert. Don't think we
But they're doing that for nothing. They ain't mugs.
They're paying tax on that.
Of course they're not. They're filling their own coffers. They keep it in their cheeks. They put it in a tree.
Exactly.
They save it for winter. They're not paying any tax on that Harvest Crunch.
He might have a point.
Well, let's hear him out. Perhaps Robin Page is there. Robin Page, are you there?
I am. I wish all grey squirrels were gay, then they would die out.
Whoa! Steady! Steady, Robin Page! That sounds homophobic and racist all at once, only if it's against gay squirrels.
That's just a straightforward biological fact.
Fair enough, mate. I stand corrected. He's speaking in nothing but biological
He's a
facts.
scientist as well as a squirrel hater.
Robin, what, is that your normal voice?
Of course it is. What's your normal voice?
It's a bit more like this.
Yeah, I can understand that. Taking the tablets.
Now, Robin Page, we need to know what your views are on grey squirrels. You wrote an article in Daily Mail while we were in Tuscany, while there was very little bumming going on.
Hammocks.
Yeah, we were in hammocks, yes, we were. There was very little bumming, very little. We read that thing about the grey squirrels, and we liked it, and it made us think that we'd like to speak to you. Now that is happening. Will you please tell us what you mean by everything you've ever felt and thought?
Yeah, well, every grey squirrel in Britain should either be in a barbecue or in a stew.
Right, okay.
In a barbecue. What about Irish squirrels?
Yeah, Irish grey squirrels can be in Irish stews.
What about Guernsey or Jersey?
Yeah, Guernsey stews. Who gives a stuff
I'm
as
just
long as they're in a
listing
stew?
places.
I'm a silly.
Yeah, we can have silly stews, any sort of stews.
All right, well, we've established now that regardless of where in the British Isles these grey squirrels dwell, he thinks they should be in a stew. Why is it, though, Robin Page, that you want it?
Middlesex stews, they'd be a bit difficult.
Don't get back into the geography, because I've just got Noel Fielding off of the geography, and that's difficult. He'll go back on the geography now.
I will. I know more
Absolutely.
places.
He knows about another 9 places. I can
got
see
them up
him.
my sleeve.
He's all written down up his arm in lipstick.
I've
Now
got
he's
'em.
going to say them.
No crayon.
It's
No
clearly...
crayons.
Crayon, not lipstick.
Listen, mate, I know what's on his arm. I'm looking at his arm. While you're staring at a big pile of squirrel corpses, I'm looking at his arm. Now, will you tell us...
I'm
Tufty's
looking
just
at
walked
the
in
great
there.
ooze at the moment, so there you are.
What, are you looking at a great ooze?
The great ooze.
What is that ooze?
It's a river.
Ooh, lovable. So,
Well, your
okay,
geography isn't as good as you thought it was, but never mind.
I've never made any claims about geography. I'm just there trying to live my life in relative peace. The great ooze.
Good.
I just
great
assumed it was
ooze.
something that's
Sounds
coming
like the Wizard of
from
Oz,
your
doesn't it?
gland. Of course it does.
And there's no squirrels there at all.
Well, can you tell us why? Come on, please tell us about your feelings about squirrels, Robin
Red
Page.
squirrels are indigenous. They're very beautiful. They're lovely. They've been driven out by the big bird greys.
Yeah.
And, of course, as you're working for the BBC now...
Yes, we are.
On the one show the other night, we wanted to eat a squirrel, but the executives of the BBC wouldn't allow it.
What's wrong with those executives
I know.
not letting people eat squirrels?
Were you going to
Said
cook
you
it?
cannot kill a grey squirrel for entertainment.
Were you going to cook it or just slam it between a bit of bread, munch it down?
Ready, steady, cook, all that lot, you know, Rick Stein.
You've exposed the
Making
problem
liver
here,
for
Paige.
entertainment, they've got to stop.
It's out of order.
It is.
Here's Robin Page.
BBC say you mustn't eat anything for entertainment on
They
the
don't
one
say that. They
show.
don't say you mustn't eat things for entertainment. Because me and Noel have got a new show where we eat things for entertainment.
We eat otters.
Eating
We
for
eat-
entertainment on the BBC.
We eat all sorts of things just for sheer bloody entertainment, most of
Space
it.
food.
Don't eat for entertainment,
Kravitz's
as you'll be banned
dreadlocks.
from the BBC.
Listen, Robin Page, if you don't start justifying... Because, look, this is the thing. You said in your article that you yourself shot with a gun a squirrel in your garden. Is that
on
true?
my washing line.
Who was on
You
your
were on
washing
the washing line or the
Squirrel was on
squirrel?
my washing line.
He
It
was in the
a great
kitchen
squirrel.
doing an Harvest Crunch advert.
I was in the basement thinking about the government. Squirrel on the washing line. I popped it off, didn't I?
I know, it's Gordon Brown's fault.
Don't
It's
blame
Gordon
him.
Brown's.
He's
It
all
was
right.
Gordon Brown's fault.
He's fit as a fiddle.
I saw him jabbing a squirrel the other day.
He's jabbing the one with a chopstick.
We
He
want
mortally wounded it.
squirrels, we don't want grey squirrels. Sorry about that. They're American.
Yeah, fair enough. Now, Robin, is your hatred of squirrels an analogy for racism?
Americans.
I didn't hear that because somebody butted in when you were trying to be intellectual.
Robin Page, I didn't think I could ejaculate any more this evening, but you have just produced another thimbleful. What I said was, why'd you kill that bloody squirrel on your washing line for?
Because it was a grey squirrel and they eat song thrushes, eggs and things like that. You probably don't know what a song thrush is, but it's a very
Yes, I
beautiful-
do. It's a type of disease that you get if you have unhealthy sex without a condom.
Easy, get some yogurt.
Yeah, man, get some yogurt. The thrush will be gone in no time. Robin Page?
Yeah.
I ain't got a dad. Can you be my dad?
I would rather be your social worker.
Fair enough. You're an anti-social worker.
Yeah,
Robin
have
Page,
you got an ASBO?
not yet. Well, Robin, I'd like